Executive tone mastery. Authoritative finance emails. No hype. Welcome! Today we'll learn how to sound authoritative without slipping into hype. Essential for finance audiences. Your goal is to be confident and credible, not loud. Investors and CFOs expect evidence, context, and restraint. That means stating what you know, how you know it, and where the limits are. Avoid salesy claims that promise too much. They signal risk blindness. Instead, aim for clarity and control. Explain the outcome, the driver, and the uncertainty. By the end, you'll have practical language and structures that build trust, reduce friction, and help your message land with decision makers. Keep it concise, short sentences, one idea each, and a tight structure. Be specific. Numbers, dates, and baselines beat adjectives. Replace strong growth with revenue up 4.2% quarter-over-quarter. Stay neutral positive. Firm and balanced, not flowery. Use verbs like show, improve, decline, and avoid dramatizing. Be respectful of the reader's time and risk focus. Front-load the purpose, state results, and acknowledge uncertainty. Professionals appreciate clarity over charm. When every line earns its place, your message reads as disciplined, measurable, and decision-ready. Choose data verbs: show, indicate, project, estimate, compare, attribute. Signal calibrated confidence with hedged certainty: likely, based on, consistent with, subject to. Use disciplined modals only when justified. Will for committed actions, should for strong rationale, may for legitimate uncertainty. Swap hype for facts and ranges. Instead of massive growth, write revenue likely to increase 3 to 5% based on Q4 pipeline. Replace industry-leading performance with top quartile gross margin versus peers, last 4 quarters. Precision earns trust. Cut superlatives like amazing, revolutionary, and unprecedented unless you have audited proof. Avoid pressure cues such as act now, must, or last chance. They feel sales-driven and ignore risk. Skip vague claims like best in class unless you cite the metric, peer set, and time frame. And no emojis or exclamation points. They weaken professional tone. Replace all of these with numbers, ranges, sources, and dates. The result: your message sounds measured, verifiable, and aligned with how finance teams assess decisions. Subject: state outcome plus scope without hype. Example: Q3 margin review. 120 bits per second improvement versus plan. Open with one line of purpose, why you're writing, and what decision it supports. Present 3 key findings with numbers: impact, driver, and evidence. Example bullets: costs down 8% versus plan. Mix shift. Pipeline covers 1.1x Q4 target. FX adds 40 to 60 bits per second risk. Close with next step plus owner plus deadline. Propose locking rates. Treasury to execute by Friday. Readers should grasp status and action in under a minute. Hype. This is a game changer. Says nothing, proves nothing. Executive: Q3 costs fell 8% versus plan. Specific, comparable, and useful. Hype: huge upside guaranteed. Red flag: ignores risk. Executive: base case plus 3 to 5% revenue. Risks: customer churn and FX. Upside: pricing mix. Sources: CRM. October 2nd export. Notice the pattern. fact right pointing arrow, range right pointing arrow, risks right pointing arrow source. This framing respects uncertainty while still guiding decisions. Facts persuade. Adjectives entertain. Choose facts. Match confidence to evidence. If you have 1/4 of data, use cautious ranges. With multi-year trends, you can be firmer. Use ranges, baselines, and sensitivity. Plus 2-4% versus 3-year average. Sensitivity, -1% if churn rises 50 bits per second. Name risks and mitigations briefly. Risk, supplier delay. Mitigation, dual source approved. Always cite sources. Model name, dataset, and date, e.g., cohort LTV model version 3, billing export, November 6th. This shows discipline, reproducibility, and respect for audit trails. Before sending, do a tone check. Remove adjectives. Keep numbers, ranges, dates, sources. Ensure a single reader task. One clear ask beats a menu of options. Example: approve budget reallocation plus $120,000 to retention by November 15th. Keep the sign-off professional. Thanks. Happy to discuss. Avoid fluff. Attach or link the model, appendix, data room, and label versions so recipients can verify. Final pass. Subject accurate. Purpose upfront. Findings scannable. Action explicit. That's authority. No hype needed.